Now we'll look at the awards area. There are 4 different levels of organization here. So here's a list of all the categories that have been set up in this particular account. If you want to sort the categories, you can just press the sort button and these will drag and drop. So you can put them wherever you need. We'll take a look at one as an example. So here we've given the category a name, chosen which category group it is in. If you have sponsors who are signing up to be a sponsor for particular categories, you can also attach one of your sponsors to a particular category. This is the list of judges that have been assigned to this particular category. You can assign all judges to a category, which is retroactive. So even if you have set up all of your categories at the beginning of getting your Awardify website ready, and then you have added your judges at a later time, you don't have to go back through and painstakingly add the judges back into all of your categories. If you've simply gone through and checked them off as assign all judges, each time you add a category or each time you add a judge, the system will check, are their categories listed all judges? And in that case, they are all automatically assigned. Key is simply presentational, part of the title. This doesn't have any impact on sorting or anything like that. In some cases, associations have kind of an index using letters and numbers like E1, E2, going the way that they have their categories listed in a document. So this is a way that you can align Awardify's copy of a category with the standard PDF or Word document, or however you've been presenting your categories to your members in the past. There are also some visibility controls here. So if you don't want a particular category to be viewed by judges, you can unselect visible to judges. Sometimes you'll have a scenario where an award is bestowed rather than given as a result of scores. So in that case, if it's to be an administrative decision, you can leave it off of judging. And throughout Awardify, you'll find these publish checkboxes. This is to give you the ability to be working on your content before it is made public. So you can set up all of your categories, keep them unpublished, and when you're finally ready to go with them, you can go through and get them published, get them out to the public. Up at the top here are a couple of other options. If you need to set specific pricing for this category alone, you can set a unique price for this. If, say, the standard price is $50, but this one needs to be $65, when you set this price and activate the override fee here, this price will be used for this category alone, as opposed to the standard price that is set up elsewhere. Same for entry deadline and judging. You can override the dates by setting something else in here and activating. This will override the dates that are set up higher up in the chain of command. There's dynamic pricing, which is useful in some cases where you want, perhaps you charge based on the number of contributors, and so it will take the base price of the category and it allows an entrant to select a quantity. So if the price is $50 for the entry, but 5 people are involved, they have to include a quantity of 5, and then $250 will actually go to the cart rather than just the base price. Bit of an edge case, but it's useful functionality available to you if you need. Below all of this configuration is the content of the category. So in this requirements box, it's free-form content creation. You can create whatever kind of content you need in there. And then we have the fields. For fields, you can set up a custom form, which allows you to collect exactly the shape of information you need for each component of a category. So here we have a co-submitter and set with a special field just to allow Awardify to notice when a special mention should be made of someone who is submitting this entry along with you. In a lot of cases, a simple text field is all that you'll need, and which will result in a field very much like this one. There's text box, which allows people to write in a simple rich text editor in paragraph form of various kinds of uploads for video, files, images, logos, audio. Also, if you need to embed content from somewhere else around the internet, such as if you're doing a marketing category and you want them to be able to supply a website URL, or if you're doing advertising as a category, perhaps there's a video somewhere that you would like them to be able to include. And there's also some simple yes/no kinds of radio buttons, or the option to create checkboxes if you want someone. A use case such as indicating which industries this particular entrant is involved with, then you can set up a list of values here, comma separated, and then these will turn into checkboxes that they can select from.